Hi, I am at a cemetery that was like 30 minutes from my house. I've been like scrolling through Google search, like Google Street View, and like finding places to paint. And this place just kept kind of coming back to my brain. It's so cool. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. And it's a cemetery. And it's got this really cute little chapel, little cemetery chapel attached to it. And I think it's going to be a great thing to paint, and I'm pretty stoked. And the only thing that sucks is there are no clouds today. Maybe some will roll in. Hoping some will roll in. So when I got here, there was this irrigation system that was making this loud humming noise. So I decided to do a voiceover. Here I'm talking about the shadows. This is the building that really drew me to this place. It's a really cute little chapel. I love the shadows on it. I think it's going to be the perfect place to paint in this whole cemetery. So when I do the drawing, I'm not being like super precious about the line work and making sure it's super straight or anything. I'm just sort of figuring out the composition, looking to see if everything fits on my panel. And I did draw it. You can see there's pencil marks. I did do the whole thing horizontally, and I didn't like it, so I figured vertical would be the best way to go. So I'm also going in, I dropped in the sky with cobalt blue, a little bit of white, and this I'm using a pre-mixed green just to save me a little time, and then I do mix a few other greens to layer on top of this. I'm also using this big flat brush to sort of block in all the color, and I'm also not being precious about where that color is going because I'm using acrylic gouache, which means I can layer things on top of each other really well. And I usually go a little bit dark to light, and I'm making sure, things stay in the place where I want them, but it's okay if like a headstone accidentally gets covered or something. By this time, I'd probably been here maybe an hour, and I've had everything sort of blocked in where I want it to, and I'm going in to make a few details, and it's crazy how just like a few brush strokes totally makes that into a complete building. And the shadows for me were kind of hard to get. I'm always a little scared to like make things dark, and so I always do it later. I do things kind of light to begin with, and then make it darker as I go, because gouache is so weird because you'll lay it down and it'll look dark, and it'll dry so much lighter than you want it to. This was probably around an hour and a half of being there, and I had made good progress. I got the grass in, I got a few details on the building, stuff like that. But I was just kind of getting tired of standing at the box. I think next time I paint outside, I'm going to try to do it in my lap. So I thought, okay, I'm going to head home, finish it at home. That's why I took photos. I'm home, ready to paint. And being at home means giant shirt time. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Also, you guys ever tried these? They freaking slap. Get some. Every time I get to this freaking stage where I'm like, oh, I could just go in with pencil, go in with ink, and I just might. I did do these little details in the windows with paint. I think I'm gonna go in with pencil or something, or pen. I'm gonna figure it out. I think I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm going in with these Ecoline brush pens, and I'm gonna create some, I've been creating these like more shadowy bits. This has sort of just become an experimentation of my tools, which I'm not mad about. I kind of like how this is making shadows on this, because it almost works like a watercolor sort of brush, which is pretty interesting. And then it dries a little lighter than when it goes on, which I'm not mad about either. I don't know, obviously, like the archivalness of this on top of gouache, but you know, we're not looking to archive this. We're just looking to make art. This is like the one or few things I do for myself that isn't like a monetary sort of thing. I'm just looking to have fun with this. Okay, I'm just going in with a ruler and a Posca white paint marker. And I'm gonna make where the, let's see here, where the fence went, and then I'm gonna go on top of it with black to kind of give it more depth and shadow and stuff. did it. I went in with pen. But you know what? I am not mad about it. I think it came out pretty sick. Thanks for watching. Pretty stoked on how this came out. This was a fun one to make, and if you want to see more stuff like this, let me know. And if you want to see me paint something specific also, let me know. I guess until next time. Peace and chicken grease. Like and subscribe or whatever.